Yesterday's game was one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. Look at her arm. Look at Caitlin's arm. Like, she was out there pointing at her arm as she's being hacked. And the referees were like, we don't see it. We don't see it. She's out there getting hacked. And the referees were just like, no. Natasha Cloud wanted this to be overturned. Literally wanted this to be challenged. Tash Cloud just goes, and this isn't even the right picture. So she grabbed Caitlin, pushed Caitlin, and then hooked Caitlin Clark's arm while Azure Stevens reaches in. Tash Cloud said this was no foul. Two of them are fouling her. Two of them are at her arm. And her game ends with her arm being completely scratched up. And the referees are like, oh yeah, Caitlin's flopping. One of these scrapes, I think it was this scrape here, when she turned the ball over for Elizabeth Williams. She's literally going to the ref and just pointing at her arm, and there's a massive scratch on it, just pointing at her arm. And it's like, it's actually ridiculous. It's like, she should go and pull, it's kind of a thing that people always say, like with the rugby jerseys. They made rugby jerseys a lot tighter because it's obvious. If you grab a jersey, it becomes really obvious to the referees. It's one of those things that if you're Caitlin and you don't feel, bad wearing, obviously she's always playing with no sleeves, but if she would play with tight sleeves, all of a sudden, like, the referees would be seeing people scratching. Like, she just pointed me like, she literally ripped my sleeves. She literally ripped my sleeves. The referees can't ignore it if you're seeing, like, fabric getting pulled instead of just going at her. Like, this is the worst it's been. And again, Caitlin Clark has shot, I shit you not, like, when was the last time Caitlin Clark shot more than 4 free throws in a game? When was the last time Caitlin Clark actually shot more than 4 free throws in a game? Toronto. Where she hit 7, but I think 1 was a technical. And then 1 was against Dallas. The Dallas one was a tech. Like, Dallas just hacked her. Dallas rugby tackled her. And then Paige just yanked her arm. She says, shot 0 free throws. 0. Like, on the year, 83% of the free throw line is terrible for Caitlin. It really is. But, like, teams are just hacking her. They're hacking her. They're going at her arms. And it's not really the at the basket ones that are a problem, because Caitlin does throw herself to the ground at the basket. It's hard to judge them. Like, the thing is with referees, they don't want to call every single possession. They don't. They don't want to, every single possession, call a foul. And I kind of get that. But the problem is that call them early. Call 2 in the first possession, in the first 2 possessions of the game. If people foul Caitlin Clark twice in the first 2 possessions, call them. And then if they keep doing it again, call it again. Literally call it till they stop fouling. And if they start fouling again, call it first time. Someone says she fouls and flops and throws her arms and head back all the time, yells at refs. Yeah, and if the refs just called, she wouldn't have to flop. The problem is, have you ever seen Caitlin Clark get a foul call where she doesn't throw her head back? You can't complain about Caitlin Clark flopping when this is happening and the refs aren't blowing their whistle. Caitlin Clark, I've never seen her get a foul call when she's throws her head back. When she doesn't throw her head back. She has to. Unfortunately, she has to. Because it is one of those things where the referees don't call it. If the referees, if the referees were blowing their whistle properly, I would absolutely be on the side where this is ridiculous. Same with the complaining to refs. Like, I tweeted out, like, none of these, by the way, were called as fouls. None of these. So in yesterday's game, or none of these were called as fouls. So this was not a foul called on Caitlin Clark. Paige had to go back for more. This was not called as a foul. This was not called as a foul. Whether there's intent or not, this is a flagrant one. This was not called as a foul, and this was not called as a foul. 2 eye gouges, 1 fist to the throat, and 1 arm yank out of its socket. 1 arm yank. None of these were called as fouls. 3 of these have been in the last 15 games. This one at least was in 2024. 3 of these were in the last 15 games. None of these were called as fouls. There is nobody that's refereed as badly as she is. Fuck it. Like, she got fouled by Phoebish on a layup late in the game, and everyone's talking about her being dumb for going for layup. She got hacked. The problem is that, yes, in the past, in 2024, Caitlin struggled with physicality. She absolutely struggled with physicality. There's no question about that. In 2026, Caitlin Clark struggles with getting hacked. It's as simple as that. She struggles with getting hacked. And the referees are doing zilch. I mean zilch to stop the narrative that Caitlin Clark is being targeted by them, and to stop all this social media narrative. Because I can't even say it's a bullshit narrative, because she is the worst refereed player in the league. She is absolutely the worst refereed player in this league, and it's not even close. It's not even close. Like Caitlin with flopping. Caitlin has obviously flopped. Every player in the world has flopped. Every player in the world has embellished contact. Like, we've seen Caitlin go down with no contact. We've seen Paige go down with no contact. We've seen Angel Reese headbutt somebody and then get called for a flagrant foul because she headbutted somebody, and while the player she headbutted fell down, that player grabbed onto her, and she was on the receiving end of a flagrant foul for initiating a headbutt. We've seen Aja consistently flail on jump shots. But, like, when it comes to Caitlin, it's actually a level that I haven't seen before, because, like, it's not as bad anymore, but, like, earlier in the year, Caitlin would look at a player and she would commit a foul. Like, when she was picking up those 5 fouls a game, she would be getting 2, 3, 4 phantom fouls a game. Like, legitimate phantom fouls. Like, not even, like, soft fouls, like, phantom, as in, like, they were not... There was nothing that could have been deemed as a foul in that scenario. So I have no idea. I have no idea what the league is going to do, because it's not referees need to be seen a certain way. It's now literally like they just are out for her.